David Owens wants to know, what was your favorite return in the Women's Royal Rumble?
Oh, you know what? That epitomized the Women's Royal Rumble. Epitomized what I love about Royal Rumbles. I love seeing people from the past and surprise entrants to showing up at Royal Rumbles. And, you know, that Women's Royal Rumble was historic and the first time ever. And there was so much pressure on not just the women that performed, probably the majority of it on them, but the pressure was on, you know, the people that put that Royal Rumble together, because you only get one chance to make a good first impression. And that was the first chance that they had. And man, I thought they came through with flying colors, because all of the ladies that they brought back, every one of them looked great and performed great. And then the match itself, gosh, it was just so good. It really was. I was excited about it. I was surprised that they put that on last, but then after seeing the surprise, at the end of the Royal Rumble, then I wasn't surprised. Then it all made sense. But the Women's Royal Rumble itself was just it was great. Now, as far as who was my favorite return, man, I sat in catering with Mark, the Undertaker. He and I talked about a bunch of stuff in catering, but he was there because his wife made her return. And so he came to the show and watched her. She looked fantastic. She did great in the ring. And then sitting right next to Mark and I at the table right next to us was Trish Stratus and Molly Holly. And they were sitting there talking, before the show and catering. And it was crazy. Molly Holly told me, she said, "Jerry, I haven't been in a wrestling ring. I haven't done anything wrestling in 13 years.
Wow. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. That's what I said. I said the exact words. I said, nothing at all. And she said, nothing. And Trish said, I haven't done anything in a wrestling ring in 8 years.
Wow.
And for those two, I mean, all of the girls, Jacqueline, who else?
Tori Wilson. Yeah, Beth
Tori
Phoenix.
Wilson. Man, Tori Wilson, she just looked fantastic too. All of them did. That was what was so, so great. They all looked so great, and they all performed so well. It was like just like Molly Holly and Trish, for all of those years, that length of time to be out of the ring and doing nothing as far as in-ring activity, they looked like they just had, they're just like it was turn back the clock to when they were on top every week on Raw or SmackDown. It was just amazing. They were great. My favorite, though, I got to admit, my favorite comeback was Kelly Kelly. She's always been one of my all-time favorite divas, and I just enjoyed seeing her come back.
Yeah, we had a Beth Phoenix.
Beth Phoenix
came back. Lita obviously came back too. So we had.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What about Lita?
Yeah, Lita looked great. Yeah, Lita. We had that moment where we had Lita and Trish Stratus, facing off in the middle of the ring.
Well, I'll tell you another thing. I was watching it in the back. I was watching that match in the back with Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle and his wife and I were sitting there watching that, and Jeremy Borash. And so just the four of us were sitting watching the Women's Royal Rumble. And when Lita came out, it was like, I don't know if Kurt didn't know she was going to be in it or what, but Kurt was like genuinely shocked. And he said, "Oh, she's still on no, I think he said no bumps." He said, she can't fall flat back because of her neck. I think she said 4 fusions or something like that, and so no way. And so then I expected, there's a way to go in there knowing that you protect yourself, and the other guys or girls in that case would protect them, and knowing not to do anything that would risk, hurting her neck or anything. But then did you watch Lita's performance?
It was great. She was in there for a while too.
She was in there for a while. She did everything. And Kurt was, promise you, Kurt was screaming like a fan. He was, "Oh my God! Oh no! And the things that she did, she looked like she was as good as ever. And what she did, what was a hurricanrana back off she did everything that she did during her heyday. Yeah. It was great.
It was fantastic to see her. She was in there. Well, she was in there for. It says 5. She was in there for like 6 minutes. But I mean, still, she made 2 eliminations. Becky Lynch eliminated her. Sasha Banks was in there for 54 minutes.
Sasha Banks, she did great as well.
Yeah. It seemed like Lita was in there a lot longer than those 5 minutes.
Yeah, you sure that's right?
No, this is the official times for the Rumble. We had some NXT performers come in. Yeah, but Molly Holly, that was great. Here we are in 2018, King, and we had in the same show, the same pay-per-view, we had the Hurricane and Molly Holly.
The Hurricane.
We had Molly Holly on the same show. Here we are in 2018.